Hey everybody, JCB here with The Awesomest, and you're watching The Awesomest Awesome List. We've all seen it, we've all fallen for it, we've all been frustrated by it. It's clickbait, and it's one of the internet's most obnoxious marketing techniques. The creators of clickbait content often use sneaky methods to draw visitors to videos and articles that would otherwise never attract the kind of attention they do. For instance, the article's headline will be something like, "Scuba diver gets up close and personal with a shark, parentheses, scary." And then it's like a 2-minute video of some scuba divers, and at one point a shark kind of swims close to them, and then it's over. But it's even worse when they take the video and turn it into a fucking slideshow with a stupid blurb telling you exactly what you're already looking at. And then they put a different slideshow on each page so that of course they get more hits and more ad revenue. As you may know, YouTube is not immune to clickbait. What you might not know is that this is kind of an art form on its own. So today I'm going to go ahead and count down the top 10 clickbait techniques on YouTube. Number 10, pick a provocative topic. This is number 10 because it's the least offensive. In fact, in YouTube creator circles, this is what is known as creating tentpole content. It's called that because when you look back in your analytics, you'll notice your views quickly skyrocketed, reached a peak, and then just as quickly fell off as people stopped talking about the topic. This creates a tent-looking spike in your views graph. Now there's nothing wrong with creating tentpole content. In fact, you might argue the nightly news is nothing but tentpole content, as their entire job is to talk about what's new and happening in the world. The drawback of this content is that as soon as the national discussion moves on to something else, your video no longer has any real lasting entertainment value. So all those YouTube drama videos that were getting millions of views a few weeks ago have probably seen a sharp decline in watch time since that whole thing is kind of blown over. But if you're specifically making clickbait content, then you don't care about longevity or whether or not this video is going to be entertaining in 2 or 3 years. All you care about is getting quick clicks and views. So creating a video based on a provocative topic is priority number 1. Take for instance the news that they're making a Tetris movie. That's currently a trending topic, and there are probably a lot of videos on YouTube with people explaining in detail why this is a dumb idea. But we're not interested in those videos today. Instead, we're interested in competing with those videos by making our video on the same topic appear more appealing than it probably is. Number 9, make it a top 10 list. So as someone who makes a lot of top 10 list videos and is currently actually in the top 10 list video right now, I can tell you that they're not inherently bad. There's nothing about a top 10 list that makes it automatically clickbait. And there are a lot of reasons why top 10 lists are popular on YouTube. In fact, I could probably give you 10 reasons why top 10 lists are good on YouTube, but I won't. Seriously though, there is a reason YouTube channels like WatchMojo.com are so popular. Top 10 lists are short and concise. They offer 10 different data points on any given topic. They're organized into an easy to follow format, with number 10 typically being the least important and number 1 being the most important. They're entertaining and informative. They take what could be a long, in-depth video essay and shorten it down to its most distilled form. And top 10 lists are great for topics that really aren't deserving of a big, long, in-depth analysis. Top 10 lists aren't the problem. People love them. The problem is that people love them. So of course people who are making clickbait content gravitate towards the top 10 list format. I mean, it could be used for any topic you could possibly think of. So of course they're going to use it. So if you're a clickbait creator and you wanted to make a video about, I don't know, the new Tetris movie, instead of making a video explaining in detail the various reasons why a Tetris movie is stupid and the people behind the idea are idiots, you can instead make a video called Top 10 Things You Need to Know About the Tetris Movie, and you'll probably get a lot more views. Number 8, tease people with your description. So on the desktop version of YouTube, whenever you search for a video, you'll actually see a short version of each video's description below their title. Typically with a hypothetical video like this one, I might put in the description, "In this episode, I outline the top 10 reasons a Tetris movie is a bad idea." With that kind of a description, most people can make an informed decision about whether or not that video is the kind of content they're looking for. But that's not a good thing for clickbaiters, because people who disagree with the opinion of the video probably won't watch it, and clickbaiters want everyone to click on the video. So they have to make things as vague as possible. To do this, you'll need to finesse the description a bit, and word it just right so that it trails off before the point of the video is established. Something like, Tetris? A movie? What? The popular puzzle game from your childhood is set to hit the big screen in 2017. You need to know that that's where it trails off, because that'll automatically create the question in the viewer's mind, I need to know what? What is it that I need to know? And then they'll click on it just to find out. Number 7, add a check mark to your title. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, and yet it works. Apparently, just adding a check mark to the end of the title of your video makes the video more likely to be clicked. So be sure to add that to your titles. Why does this work? Well, I only have one theory. People are subconsciously associating a checkmark next to a video title with a checkmark next to a name. For instance, on Twitter, when a celebrity has an account, Twitter will verify that the account is actually owned by the celebrity that's claiming to use it. Once the account has been verified, a little checkmark appears next to their name. The same is true in Google+, where the same policy is in effect. The same is also true of big YouTube channels. This little checkbox appears next to the channel name when the channel has been verified by YouTube. The fact that this mark is everywhere and is often associated with verification or authentication means that some percentage of people are going to click on the video because subconsciously they think this video has been authenticated or verified by YouTube or the community as a whole. But it's just a stupid checkmark. Though if you want to make clickbaity content, be sure you include that stupid checkmark inside your title. Number 6. Choose the proper thumbnail image. You might think that finding a thumbnail image for your video about the Tetris movie would be easy. Just find some pictures of the Tetris blocks, put some text on top of it, you have a nice colorful thumbnail. But that doesn't give you much to play around with or, more importantly, manipulate. So instead we'll find a photo of the creator, Larry Kasanoff. And because he also made that terrible food fight movie, we'll get a picture of the dog from that. Then of course we do want the Tetris bricks. The end result is a collage of photos that has a lot of details, but they aren't really easy to see. And that's important because we're about to exploit it. Number 5. Boobs. But first, we need boobs. Video game boobs specifically, because this is about a video game movie. Everybody knows boobs equals views. Put boobs in your thumbnail and the views will just pour in. To make this really appealing, we'll make it look like she's completely topless by removing the strap and placing a Tetris block in front of her boobs. You just created the impression that this movie is going to have nudity, and there might be some in your video. Number 4. Circle something in red. It doesn't matter what you circle, just circle something. For instance, in this thumbnail for a video called Two Buckies by YouTuber Clutching Sam, we see the character Bucky is circled in red. Okay, that's fine. But then this massive blurry image compression is also circled in red. Now, I don't want to single out any one YouTuber, a lot of them do this. In fact, I saw this one thumbnail where it was a character from a movie and behind them there was just like a blank sky, and they circled part of the sky for some reason. I watched the video and I still don't know why they circled the sky. What I do know is that this thumbnail is getting a red circle, which will cause at least some people to click on it just to find out what the hell that circle is circling. And if you don't like red circles for some reason, racist, you can instead use a red arrow. Just point your red arrow at any random thing, or point your red arrow at your red circle to really emphasize the intrigue while making a somewhat subliminal sex reference. Number 3. Use unrelated text in your thumbnail. Most thumbnails use text that is similar or identical to the title of the video. This is because on the mobile app, the thumbnail is like 100 times bigger than the title text, and words are the most efficient way of conveying useful information, which is why words exist. But conveying useful information is dumb and boring, so instead we're gonna add unrelated and utterly useless words to our thumbnail. Words like, what? This coupled with your garbled thumbnail image will cause some head scratching for sure, which will force people to read your otherwise easy to overlook title, which as we all know is something like, Top 10 Things You Need to Know About the Tetris Movie, checkmark. By the way, our thumbnail is now complete, but how can you tempt them even more? Number 2, this tip will shock you. So our current title is pretty clickbaity. It's a top 10 list, it has a checkmark right there in the title, it leaves the actual content of the video pretty ambiguous, but what it doesn't do is make any unsubstantiated claims. So let's fix that. The easiest way is to pick a random number between 1 and 10, like let's say 2, and then just put in your title that number 2 will shock you. And make sure to use parentheses, that makes it more like a secret. So now they'll click on the video just to see what's so shocking about number 2. Is it whatever this arrow is pointing at? Or the circle? Is it about the boobs? Must click thumbnail. And finally we get to number 1. The most clickbaity way to get people to click on your video is to make a clickbaity video about clickbait. Seriously, look at the thumbnail for this video. Look at the first sentence in the description, the title, it's all there. I made this video because I want people to be aware of these techniques, so that hopefully they'll stop being so goddamn effective. But I also made it because I was wondering just how effective these tricks really are. Can a thumbnail and title really trick people into watching a video, or is this all just nonsense? If you want to help me with this experiment, there's 2 things you can do. First, share this video on your favorite social network, and don't add any additional information. Just let the title and the thumbnail speak for itself. If this video gets more views than my other typical videos do, then we'll know these techniques work. Second, I'm including a poll up here where you can let me know if you watched this video due to any of these clickbait techniques I used, or if you just stumbled across it randomly, or you watch all of my videos or whatever. So just vote and let me know. And don't worry, the results are anonymous, so you can be honest. There's no shame in admitting these things worked, we've all been fooled by them before. I mean, just look at this thing. It's practically screaming for you to click on. So that's my list and experiment of the top 10 YouTube clickbait techniques you need to know. Parentheses number 2 will shock you, checkmark. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I release new videos every week, and until next time, keep being awesome.